Hi, Sakim. This is Seven calling you again. I think I've called twice now,
That's okay.
but
Rahubat.
good. Thank you. Thank you. So I just wanted to tell you something funny. A while back,
Yeah,
you were saying how the chicken came first and how it was created.
yeah.
Now that's the crave that's on Instagram now. They're saying how chickens are fake and how they was created and everything. And I'm just cracking up.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
People like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And I'm like, the chicken definitely came first.
How did it come then?
Like, right, exactly.
Yeah,
But one question. So let me ask you really quick.
sure.
Um, um, you said it before, but could you tell me the breakdown of when these religions were created? Because you said like Christianity was like 2,000 years old, and like
That's right.
Islam was 6,000 years old.
1400 years, yeah. I-
Also, okay, tell me, give me correct, please.
okay. So the birth of religion, which is one of the actual facts we have,
Okay,
explains that religion is like literally 6,000 years old, and meaning that the youngest of them, and this is referring to the monotheistic religions to be clear, because the
okay,
people talk about like Hinduism and Buddhism, which are slightly older, but the ones that are predominantly controlling people in the world today are Islam being the youngest, 1400 years ago, and then Christianity, as in the new, what they call the New Testament, deals with the 2,000 years ago, because they're
okay,
dealing with the Gregorian calendar starting with what they call the birth of Christ, or BAD. And then before that, they say BC, which is dealing with before Christ or before the Christian era, BCE.
okay,
So the Old Testament, what they call the Old Testament, the Torah really, which is what they call the five books of Moses, that's like 4,004 years old. So when you add
okay,
them all together, obviously we're in 2025 now, so you'll be looking at approximately
25.
6,029.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you're adding 4,004,
Yeah.
dealing with BC, and then you're adding the 2,000 years or 2025, you're going to get 2029. I mean, 6,029, sorry. So yeah,
okay,
religion's like 6,000 years old approximately, but yet the scientists, they they find, fossils and carbon date things, and they go back millions and millions of years. So yeah, so religion is something that was really man-made, and the reason why is because of the beings that were grafted 6,000 years ago. We refer to those beings as the Adamites, because
okay,
because you had extraterrestrial beings called Pleiadians that, together with like the Anunnaki, that were responsible for the graftation, and this was 6,000 years ago. So that's why they date everything and go back to 6,000 years, because they didn't actually exist before that time.
got you. Okay, 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 got you. And one more thing, Ken. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. I swear I
I
do.
should,
When I
I
Oh,
should.
shoot.
Yeah.
I I actually Googled truth on YouTube, and you came up, and I was like, thank goodness.
That's the new face. So you'll be looking a dictionary for truth, and you're gonna see me and Asaru like this.
Yes, thank you
Thank
for
you
that.
for
Can
sharing
you
that.
make sense for me? Why do these people? They will say things like, for example, if two people was in a car accident and one person lost a leg and one person died, the one person who lost the leg will be like, "Oh, thank God I didn't
Yeah,
die," and and the other person did. Like, why God didn't save the other person? Like, I don't
yeah.
understand.
That's exactly when you're not, when you know that you're awoke and you're starting to use right knowledge, and your mind doesn't accept things that don't make sense, because those are the
Yeah,
questions that people that are under the spell don't ask, because they like thank God, but if God was around when it was taking place, why did he let it happen in the first place?
Exactly.
And
yes,
why didn't he save both of the people? These are the types of questions that let you know that this God and this deities that they're talking about are not what they make them out to be. Even when the doctor spends years going to university and gets their medical degrees and get experience in a hospital, and then they operate and save the person's life, they say thank God, they don't thank the doctor that did the work. So it's
Yep.
like
Yep.
it
You're
doesn't
absolutely
it doesn't
right.
make sense. And when
Yeah.
people around, like you see the whole family come to the hospital and they like praying like till they're sweating and trying to save this person, but really it's the doctor that does the work.
Yep.
So all
Yes.
their prayers, they will say, oh, but it was God that made the doctor to save the person. But if God could
Yes.
go through someone else, why doesn't he just step in?
And then when the doctor can't help if they say, "Oh, it was their time to go." Like what?
Yeah. Or it was the devil's fault.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
See, they blame all the bad stuff on the devil, because without the devil, they will have to have hold God accountable.
Right.
And nobody
Yes.
wants to hold God accountable, but we Nuapians do. We put God on we put him on the witness stand.
Yep.
And ask him some
Right.
questions that, should hopefully let you realize it's a spell.
It doesn't make sense. They say, a young lady. I'm in Atlanta. A young lady passed away in a car accident, and her daughter was in a car, and they say, "Oh, it was her time to go." I'm like, but the baby needs her mom. Like that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Like, kids, parents, like I just have to check out from people sometimes. I'm like, y'all is trying to make sense out of stuff that don't make sense to me at all, and y'all not gonna drive me crazy.
Oh man, you hit the nail on the head. Because it's like you talk to people that are Christians or in religion, and you start asking them questions that they can't answer. And then they
Yes.
started trying to speak for God.
Yeah.
Like, no, well, he needs to know that you love him and that's why he did it. Like, who told you? Where does it say that in the book? They slowly drift away from the book and start like giving their opinions on what they think that's the reason why God's doing it. You see,
It's
so
their opinion,
yeah.
and you're absolutely right. Yes, and then when it gets to a point where they can't answer, they say it's just because. It's like, wait, it can't be just because.
Yeah, or the classic one is you need Jesus.
Yeah.
You're not praying hard enough.
You ain't saved.
You're not saved. You're an infidel, or you're all of these names that they start calling just because you want to know the truth and asking questions.
When I hear that Jesus word, it gives me the chills. Like, no, get away from me. Like, goodness. People say, "Oh, thank Jesus." Like, what did he do for you?
Yeah, what did he do? And the people, when we make it humorous, because if you didn't, you don't know what people would do, because you can go, as you say, mentally, like, because you're like,
Yeah.
how is Jesus saving me when he couldn't save himself?
Yes, that part. Yes.
It's kind of like, and this the blood of Jesus, you need the blood of Jesus. And I'm like, how many blood does he have in his body? You
How
know,
demonic is that?
yeah. Then you eat his flesh when you go to church and drink his blood.
Yeah.
Like cannibalism, So yeah, we could go on and on and on. And not just Christianity. We could do this to Islam
Yeah.
all day long. And religion is time has expired. As of the year 2000, people are waking up. People want to know the truth, and people want to
And they're
get rid of
Jesus
that.
will come back. I'm like, where he at? Where is he at right now?
Nobody even knows what he looks like.
Exactly.
And the picture they give you is a picture of Zeus.
Oh, we're not gonna get on.
Yeah, so you're right. We just say, look, drop religion, you'll be liberated, and just start studying and learning and living Wu-Sabat. That's the culture.
Yes.
That's the culture, the future for this next
Yes.
24,000 years. So yeah, thank you
Yes.
for your questions, and it's good to
Thank
it's good
you
to
so
make us
much.
laugh.
We
Yeah.
listen to you guys all the time, and we just be sitting there like, "Yep, I knew that. Like,
Yeah, it's all the master teacher,
Yeah.
Partner Bambiano and Dr. Malachi Z. York, who is the person that is here to wake the world up to the reality of actual facts.
yeah.
Yeah, and sharing those secrets that have been hidden for thousands of years, and now it's time for the sleeping gods to wake up, and goddesses. So You know,
Yes,
take
I thank him.
responsibility for your life. All right.
Yes, I thank him for you guys, and I thank Wu-Sabat for opening my eyes, and I thank you guys. That's all I got to say. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Sapan.
But remember, you can spark other people now. So once you're open and you're,
Man,
yeah,
really,
you're gonna
that's
share
it.
each one, reach one, and
Yep.
teach one. So everyone's
Yeah,
got a part to play. All right.